and gentlemen, the star of our show, Fred Dreyer.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Michael Horn. I want to get right to Governor Jan Brewer. This is what she has to say in response to the United States government, the federal government, and its refusal and its ignoring of the laws of the state of Arizona and the United States on immigration. Go.
Arizona did not ask for this fight, nor did it seek out the task of having to confront illegal immigration. We cannot forget that we are here today because the federal government has failed the American people regarding immigration policy, has failed to protect its citizens, has failed to preserve the rule of law, and has failed to secure our borders.
See, this is exactly the problem we have, and I believe it's going to backfire November 6th like you cannot believe, because there's people, Hispanic people in this country, who believe in sovereignty. They came here for it. You know, you don't have sovereignty in Mexico. You know, you've got guns blazing down there. It's like Pancho Villa every weekend down there.
It's every weekend.
Every weekend. It's we go to the movies and Pancho Villa goes yeah, and they come riding through on the backs of tiny little Dalmatians. Here's Governor Brewer on the same subject matter. Number 2.
The failure to secure the border has created issues we now face regarding illegal immigration. And Arizona, without question, bears the brunt of that failure.
Yeah, there it is. I mean,
that's what she's saying. It's a problem in that state.
This is the poster child for the failure for this country, for this president, any president. That includes George Bush. It goes to Reagan. That goes to everybody. To stand up and say, we got an immigration problem here. We've had it for a long time.
Let's fix it.
And we've had a Bracero program after the war in the 50s, and then Chavez,
Cesar Chavez, yeah.
Cesar Chavez, he wants legal immigration. He doesn't want people storming the border. He wants you to have to stand in line. That's what he believed in. He's not just sitting there saying, oh, you have fruit to pick and toilets to clean, so that should qualify us to be citizens, so let us in right now. And we don't want to have to stand in line. We don't want to have to put up with any of the standards and the policies that it takes to be an American. What's the big deal about being American? Let's just get in here and let us so we can hammer the system just like everybody else is doing. They don't believe that. They want to come in here the right way.
Yeah, the right way. I believe that. I do believe it.
And if those people sneaking across the border who want to come in here honestly to make a better life for themselves, which okay, that's fine. We all do. We all want that.
We all want a better life.
Who doesn't want that?
Right.
I'm not sneaking into Russia, anytime soon.
You're not?
No, not that I know of.
I have to tell Olga that. She was waiting for you to try to see if she could smuggle you in.
Not unless, there's a case of vodka in it, maybe. These people that want to come over here have to stand in line. They've got to organize.
And they want to. And they by choice,
right.
they would want to.
For a president not to stand up and tell these people on the steps, look, you want to come in here, get in line. We're not going to give you any more money. We're not going to give you services. Your children aren't going to be anchor babies. And here's the reason why. We believe very strongly in our sovereignty and who we let into this country. As a woman treats herself, so does everybody treat her. If you're going to allow yourself to lay down on the job and not, withhold or uphold the Constitution of the United States and feel ashamed to do it because you're going to hurt someone's feelings, or you're going to hurt the demographic, or your handler is saying like they whispered to T-Rex 3 years ago in his failed campaign, don't say this, don't say that, just say this, don't, whatever you do, don't say that, don't give him a sound bite, don't do this, don't stand up for yourself, whatever you do, don't stand up for yourself. So here's the third sound bite. Here's Jan Brewer on the same topic.
We also could not forget that President Obama and his party had both houses in Congress for 2 years and could have secured our borders and fulfilled the promise to fix our broken immigration system. They failed. In response, Arizona had no other choice but to act, and Arizona did so by following, not changing, federal law.
God bless her. You know, she's fighting for everybody. She's fighting for every single person that's in this country on this subject matter.
I agree.
And this problem is very fixable, and it's an easy fix. Just because everybody doesn't like it, that's too bad. We have laws in place. Let's uphold existing laws. All right, soundbite. Here's Governor Brewer again. Tommy, soundbite number 4.
So today is a day when the key components of our efforts to protect the citizens of Arizona, to take up the fight against illegal immigration in a balanced and constitutional way, has unanimously been vindicated by the highest court in the land.
Highest court in the land. Okay.
Supreme Court.
1 out of 4 ain't bad, I suppose. But the truth of the matter is, we have to have a court, a body of 9 of the top brains in this country decide these facts that we should be able to do ourselves. And everything is coming down to a lawsuit. Everything is coming down to the litigious culture that is growing by leaps and bounds. This is just a disgrace, and we've got to turn this thing around. It all leads up to November 6th, folks. Yeah, it just does.
Fred Dreyer on the CRN PM show. We'll be back.